Hello everyone and welcome to Pastelandia Theme Park episode 13. In the last episode, I completed the Greek area as well as an observation tower and train station. But in this episode, I started making the Japanese area and constructed a Vekoma launch coaster and a Gerstlauer family boomerang. Also, I made one of the restaurants in a small platform below the main path with numerous seating options. So I'm going to be combining the Vekoma launch coaster as well as a family boomerang, similar to how Hausuberkauf at, I forgot what park it is, there's too many parks in Europe, but wherever I can't pronounce it right, I'm struggling.
Yes, you bitch!
Anyways, wherever that park is, they also have a Vekoma suspended coaster that intertwines, or well, it uses the same exact support structure as a family boomerang. So my idea was to do the same thing, but instead use a multi-launch coaster and a family boomerang, because I had wanted a launch coaster in this park since there is none, which is really bad. It's all like lifts and everything. So this would allow for a launch coaster at this park. The only issue is we are very limited on space, so we got to make it compact, and that is why the two coasters will be sharing the same supports, because if they didn't, there would not be enough space to feature both coasters independently. My original plan was to have a Mock Rides family slash kids coaster. I may still do that. I am not sure if I will continue with that idea because of the limited space that I am left with, but I will decide by the end of this video, or maybe in the middle way through if I want to include it somewhere. And I also do not have a specific idea of what the theme of this section will be. I hosted a poll in my stream that I had recorded recently, and people said that they wanted a Japanese section, which I may do that, but besides that, I am not sure about which area I should include. I will decide that by the end of this video. So I finished making the official layout for the coaster. I have no clue what I'm gonna call it, but the coaster did take over 5-6 hours just to get it to smooth perfectly and for it to have a decent looking layout. I constantly changed it numerous times. But now it's time to make the dragon coaster for the Japanese section. I finally decided on a theme. The only problem is I do not know where I'm going to put the station, because this is all of the room that I have. I've started laying out the direction of the pathway, but I do need to make a pathway that goes up and over this way, as I want a little bridge going over that turnaround. As I did slightly redo the layout to incorporate more elements, as the ride before did feel kind of short and lacking. Then down here by the turnaround, I'm going to have a little patio slash eating area right inside the helix, and then I'm going to put either a waterfall down there or a little rock face with some plants. And then I will also make this a part of a restaurant, because my goal is to include about 3-4 restaurants in this area. I might have a big building right here and all this other stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is increase the spine of the launch and brake run track, as on Vekoma's models, their track has it's like a box spine underneath the track, and then we need to put a little section with bolts, as that is how the track is held together, because we do not want our rides to fall apart. We are safe here. And then let's copy it around to the other side. Just like that. Delete this blue block, and then now we can connect the spine together. Now we can copy the ties along here. Where is it even at?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Now we can copy the ties along and put it over where the actual ties on the track are. And then of course the ride has to have catwalks on the side, because if the ride ever has an evacuation, we need our guests to be able to get off the ride safely. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the floor, and then I'm going to make the railing in just a second. But I'd first need to, let me undo all of those, because I need to make room for the connection to connect to the track, because at the moment ours is just floating. Then for the bottom, I added the connectors to the track. We just need to make this, I don't even think that I made this one even, because if that goes to right there, then halfway would be right there. Oh, I did make it even. I'm surprised. Now we can paste this catwalk 2 more times so that it covers the entire launch. Now between these 2 parts where the pathway connects each other and where it goes over the track, I'm going to be making a bridge right here and also right there. So first we need to make a little base, and then we can copy this to the other side, and now we can rotate it. On the end, I'm making a little like post with a little cobblestone or stone little statue on it. I need to find out how to make this look nice, because at the moment it's looking kind of bland, so I need to add some more design and other stuff to it, and add a little stone topper on that. So let's move it over to the other side like this, and then adjust these pieces so that they do not fade through the post. Now we can take this entire side and move it over like so, and now we have 2 railings. But now I have to do a little structure in the center because the bridge is looking really bland, and then I also need to add some supports on the bottom. So I have made the roof. It took a while because originally I was using cylinders, but the game decided to add ghetto and said there were too many items, so I had to completely redo the entire thing. But now I finished that. I made it with little flat pieces, and now I'm going to make a little topper on the very top to add some other color, because at the moment it's just all black and dark red. So if we do something like this, and then we'll do another layer like that, and just like that, we have a little piece on top. I think I'm gonna make this a more brownish color. I think, yeah, that looks a lot better. Now it's time to add the supports to the bridge. So we're gonna put some beams across the underside just like this, and then I'm going to add a connector that goes to the middle and then to out the sides. The only problem is now this up here is 133 items and this is 150, so we cannot copy and paste both of them at the same time. So what we are going to have to do is first move this one over. Let's hopefully get it aligned properly with this pathway. That should be fine right there. I'll move it back a bit so that it fits like that. Actually, let's put it more this way, and I'll rotate it some more. I'll just adjust that pathway over there because I'm trying to get the track in the center. So we've placed that one right there, and then now let's take this whole structure and try to center it on top. I went ahead and did the support to the train so they can go ahead and work on this area and the theming. First, I'm going to make a little fence around the border of this. Then we also have to make a support right here to make sure that our fence does not fall over. Now we can go ahead and rotate it around the center. Down in this area, I'm going to have a sushi restaurant. I'm thinking about calling it Sushi Express. I'm gonna have to design a logo for it. And then also I'm going to have a whole bunch of outdoor seating for people to sit at. It'll make the area look really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this roof off camera, and I'll come back when I'm completed it. I went ahead and finished the roof and the front area of the Sushi Express place, and I added a bunch of planters, a whole bunch of other stuff. But while I was off cam, I also made a whole bunch of tables and chairs. So I'm gonna go ahead and place a whole bunch of tables around the area, and I'm also gonna make some trees and other plants, bushes, flowers, all that stuff. I'm gonna do all that off camera in just a moment, and then I will come back when I have finished placing all of these tables. I made a few designs over there, and I'm gonna combine some more to make a whole bunch of different designs so that all the trees vary. And then I'm gonna go ahead and place these trees in here. See, look, the area looks already so much better. And then inside that plant or pot, we need to put a whole bunch of other plants because if it's just dirt, it doesn't look that good. So hopefully I will be able to fit this. Nope, I cannot. So we are going to have to do something custom here. Let's put some bushes in the bottom. I can't even put bushes. Yeah, the game really does not like me. As for every area of the park, I need to have some sort of lamp design to match the theme. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a little layout of the Japanese lantern for the Japanese area. So we're gonna have a pole like this, and then we are also going to, underneath it, we gotta add some support, and then we can go ahead and add some sharp corners onto it. And now we can go ahead and make the curvature of the roof. I went ahead and made the lamp red since that is one of the main colors of this area, and I feel like this lamp would look really good in a red color. And then we can go ahead and rotate it around and add a piece in the middle so that it's centered. And finally, we can place them around the area at the bottom. I did make the lights only to turn on at night because during the day it'd be way too bright, and at night it looks perfectly fine with the lights now on. In the bottom down here, I'm gonna have a small little river that flows throughout here. There's gonna be a waterfall coming down right here, and it's gonna flow to either side of the restaurant area. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the floor to the river. I'm gonna use some pebble texture and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now I can go ahead and start placing the rocks around the walls, and then I also want a big waterfall coming down the center, and I'm going to make a house up here. I'll probably do that off camera because it'll take a long time to make and it will save time so that you guys can watch me build other things rather than taking my long ass time on one building. And now we can go ahead and start coloring all of the rocks. I went ahead and placed them all down here, but I did not do them in this area because I'm not sure on how I want that area to look, but I will of course decide and eventually make up something to put there. And finally, add our water on top. I'm going to change the color of that though because it's a bit bright for this area, because this is the same exact water that I took from the France area. And now we can go ahead and start decorating the water. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and place a whole bunch of lily pads around here, and I'm going to color them a brighter color because anyone like this vibrant green in this area? And I added a bunch of flowers on the lily pads, and now we can go ahead and start placing a bunch of trees in this area, and I will be adding a whole bunch of bushes also. And then I am also going to take the bigger trees from over on that side in the Greek area, and I'm going to color them white, pink, and a brighter green so they can fit in this area, because the only trees that I have now to copy and paste are some smaller trees, which don't really look that good. Like, they look good, but they will not fill up the entire tree line. So I went ahead and colored the other trees, and I made them pink, green, and white, and now it is a whole lot easier because these trees fill up a larger amount of space. But now the bad thing is I do gotta make a whole bunch of like lanterns and stuff everywhere because these trees create a lot of shadows.